Now, contributors' approach to other human beings. So it depends on how a person develops. It depends on how a person develops his mindset towards superiors, colleagues, and subordinates in the organization. A person where he works, it depends on his behavior towards his seniors and junior members of that company. Now, he must have a quality of cooperation and coordination. When he works somewhere, he must have a quality of cooperation, that wherever it requires, he goes and helps to the other people, and coordination, that if he works something and the other person is related to his work, then obviously the coordination should be there. So we can call them call it cooperation and coordination. So as a human being, the person must have these qualities in him. That's why we can call them contributors. Then, as a contributory employee, if a person or if an employee is a contributor, then what is his duty? So towards superior or towards his seniors, he will be he will have a trust and honesty with the seniors. Then towards peers and colleagues, that cooperation and coordination should be there. Then towards subordinates, he must have a sympathetic and empathetic behavior, that those people, if he is working in one company or in institute, there is a peon or sweeper, so he must have a sympathetic and empathetic behavior of himself towards peons and sweepers or the subordinates. Then towards customers, he provide a better product in affordable price. That as an employee, he should do and he should produce those type of product where he can provide them with affordable price. So it is a contribution of an employee. Then as a contributory entrepreneur. Now what if an entrepreneur is a contributor, then how will he behave towards others, and what are his duties? That towards employee, he is providing a better employee services and opportunities for the growth. That as an entrepreneur, it is his duty to provide a better employee service and to give them opportunity for their growth, because when they are growing, when the employees are growing, so their growth will be helpful to the company and institute also. So it is the duty of entrepreneur to give them a better opportunity and give them better services. Then towards executives, those who are executives in the company, for them he is providing a room for using their excellence with least controls and regulations. For the executives, for the seniors, the entrepreneur should provide them a room, and where room in the sense, it's not only the constructed area, but it also suggests that with least control and regulation, they can do their duty at the best level, and that's why there should not be any rules and regulations for the executives. Then towards customers, that they will give them a fair pricing based on the cost control, that whatever product they produce in the company, they should have a fair price on that product, so that customers can easily buy that product. Then towards fund suppliers, a reasonable reward to equity owners and timely payment of interest, that those people or those contributors who are fund suppliers in the company, for them it is the entrepreneur's duty as a contributor to give them interest in their payment, and to reward them equity in their payment also. Then towards tax authorities, it must be it is necessary for every entrepreneur for our country to pay the tax honestly. Then towards society, he produce those products which are socially desirable, also protect the environment through pollution free and eco-friendly productions. In such kind of suppose he produce a plastic, suppose the entrepreneur have the company and which produce a plastic or those things which will be pollute to the environment, then it is their duty to think about that non-pollution, to think about how to solve the problem and how do they protect the environment. So these are the duties of and the qualities it should be there in the contributory personality for entrepreneur. Then contributors approach to the society. So as a contributor, we all have some kind of duty towards our society. If we are a contributor, then it's our duty to serve or to help our society. So let's see the first point. Society contributes for a personal development of a person, so it is a person's duty and obligation to give to society. Because of society we have a lot of things. Because of society we get success, we get achievements, and whatever we have, it is only because of society. So it is our duty to give them back. It is our duty and obligation to give to the society. So as an individual, a contributor works very hard to get more skills and on more physical assets. So as a contributory personality, we have to work very hard. We get more skills and more physical assets, so that when we have everything, when we have those things what we want, then we want to help the other people, and that's why we have to work very hard to get those things. Then as a corporate body, the business owner concerned huge human and useful things. That as a corporate body, it is the duty of the employee. It is the duty of the corporate body to give benefit to their employees, because of employees also society will construct. So it is their duty towards their employee as well as the society to give them useful things and benefits. Then huge production results harmful pollutions of air, water, noise, etc. When the corporate body have a production place, or we can say a factory, then because of production there may be a pollution of air, water and noises. So it is their duty that how to save the environment and how to save that environment from the pollution. Then natural resources like land, water, mines, etc. should be used carefully. It is the duty of a contributor, it is the duty of the person who lives in the society, that as a contributory personality he must use the natural resources very carefully, because land, water, mines, it can't be constructed, and that's why we have to be carefully when we use this type of things. And the last point is avoid the use of electricity and develops effort to use energy like solar, wind and tidal energy. We must have to use this type of energy so that we can save the electricity. So it is the contribution of the contributor to the society. Thank you.